This week we're going to finish up the 10 records that made me. As a quick recap, the first of the top 10, Limp Bizkit, Significant Other. Everclear, So Much for the Afterglow. Wheatus. Stroke 9, Nasty Little Thoughts. And The Offspring, Smash. We're going to start off this week with number 5, Zeppelin 4, with Black Dog, Rock and Roll, Stairway to Heaven, When the Levee Breaks. This is one of the most solid albums of all time. To say that it did not have some sort of lasting impact on me would be a lie. Number 4, Van Halen 1. This album blew my mind. This forged me into what I am as a guitar player. And with this being number 3, you have to know that number 2 and number 1 are going to take us out into the weeds. Because number 3 is my favorite band. Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. If there was a perfect record, this is definitely one of them. You can feel the crazy as you listen to it. It's like you're there. These are the kind of records I try to create. These are the kind of songs I try to write. Appetite for Destruction is one of the greatest pieces of rock history to ever exist. Down to the last 2. Number 2, Bush, 16 Stone. This is an amazing record. The birth of post-grunge, the sound, the voicing. It's distinctly 90s. A lot of the tricks used in this record, I use today. This is probably one of the greatest records of the 90s. Right here. I don't care what anybody says. And finally, ooh. Now everybody's going to start laughing. Number 1, Three Doors Down, A Better Life. This record was pivotal in my development as not just a producer, but a musician. The anticipation for this record was so huge that it went platinum so quickly. It made a bunch of hillbillies from Biloxi millionaires overnight, and the record is solid. Other than the actual title track, A Better Life. That's the only song that feels a little out of place. But the rest of it is so put together. This is the best record they ever did. They never hit this level again, which was disappointing. For aesthetic, for songwriting, it has influenced the ways that I do things. Now there's some honorable mentions. Gin Blossoms, Matchbox 20, Marcy's Playground. And just so that everybody knows, I listened to honky tonk country 8 hours a day for 8 years of my little life. And then, of course, 50s doo-wop and rock and roll, 1940s swing, big band, stuff that I already had a fascination with, all give me the aesthetic that I have. It gives me diversity. All right, everybody, I hope you're all having a great day. This is Greg from Dynamic Arts, and remember, I'm not rich. I'm not famous. I don't know everything. But it's been a hell of a ride. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week.